You make choices every day on what you eat, what exercise you get, whether you understand these approaches, what kind of doctor you see, whether you use prevention, whether you've taken the time to truly understand your condition, whether you are aware of all of the options out there, whether you ask good questions and are encouraged to do so, whether you actively take the reins of responsibility for your health or let someone else, like me, control it. We'll discuss some of these in upcoming videos. Something else important to keep in mind, however, is that as we age, our number of medical emergencies naturally rises, which is added to the belief in the power of our medical profession to be the only answer. Just don't be fooled into thinking it is making a bigger difference than it actually is in our collective health picture. If this is your first exposure to healing, you need to watch this video again. Believe me, you cannot master or build a healthy foundation from which to make decisions overnight. Take notes, for heaven's sakes. Think about what I've said. Ask questions from those whose opinions you respect that don't have a financial interest in what they recommend or endorse only one belief system for that matter. I know that there will be those who will watch this video and find one thing they don't agree with and throw out the entire talk. It's tough when someone questions your beliefs, isn't it? Some will even think that I am against all things medical, but you would be wrong, very wrong. I just needed to try and reprogram your thinking. I haven't even attempted to discuss some of the great things medicine has to offer because I figure you've already had enough exposure to those already. There will also be others who will come up with enough exceptions to these basic concepts that I've discussed that they will cloud the picture of the truths that I have presented here. That's too bad for them. You see, in my 38 years of practice experience working on thousands of patients, observing what works and what doesn't, asking tough questions along the way, I want you to know that everything I've said in this video has been for a reason and has important truth. I've got no dog in this fight other than for you to be healthier. But something needed to be said. Understand that I am ultimately in your corner. Have you ever heard the saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same? Listen to a French philosopher named Montaigne 600 years ago. You're going to like this. Whenever a new discovery is reported to the scientific world, they say at first, it is probably not true. Thereafter, when the truth of the new proposition has been demonstrated beyond question, they say, yes, it may be true, but it is not important. Just so you know, this is where the first two ways of healing that I've just taught you in parts 2 through 4 are right now. Finally, when sufficient time has elapsed to fully evidence its importance, they say, yes, surely it is important, but it is no longer new. 600 years ago, food for thought. In studying the course of mankind's history, any historian will tell you when an idea comes along that is outside the established norm, it is initially criticized and met with resistance and fear. Ever hear of Thomas Edison, the inventor of the telephone? He said, the doctor of the future will not give medicine, but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame and in the cause and prevention of disease. Interesting, huh? Remember, if you do nothing different as a result of this talk, and I hope you do, you will probably end up resorting back to the default healthcare system in this country, which is usually our medical field, and be subjected to some of the flaws and shortcomings discussed in this video. If you like what you hear and want to learn more, subscribe to our newsletters. You can do it online. Watch our videos. There is no hidden agenda. Tell others to watch them. You've got questions, you can email them to me. Once again, this website isn't about me. It's about what I can do for you. Lastly, don't forget that there are 3 ways to heal the body, and they are all important, not just the one like you may have been led to believe. My question to you is, why wouldn't you want to take advantage of all of them? I have tried to open up a whole new world for you in the short time we've had together. We've deliberately designed this website to be digested in small chunks, which leads me to my last question. How is it possible for one person to eat an entire elephant? The answer? One little bite at a time. There is so much more we need to talk about. Let's talk again soon.